companies' obligations, according to the agency, stem from the 2,119 corporations' refusal to pay mandatory yearly service fees for various mineral titles, adding that 6,010 current solid mineral titles will be valid until December 31, 2020, and that 7,605 mining titles had been issued in the previous 5 years. Power generation companies on Sunday said there are recent incessant blackouts across the country were because the weak infrastructure of the transmission and distribution companies had rendered the quantum of electricity generation in Nigeria inconsequential. Dr. Joy Ogaji, the Executive Secretary of the Association of Power Generation Companies, speaking at the press briefing, faulted claim of the Transmission Company of Nigeria that the GENCOs were to blame for the country's inadequate power supply, stressing that TCN's transmission infrastructure is inadequate. Ogaji explained that capacity utilization in any market is often used as a measure of productive efficiency, and the decisions about investments in power generating capacities are dependent on expected returns and costs. The federal government has inaugurated the rehabilitated 35-hectare Chara Ubo Emekuku integrated farm estate in Imo State, engaging about 1,000 farmers in the project. The agricultural estate, which had been abandoned for almost 30 years, now has 6 chicken buildings with 18 pens with roughly 15,000 beds, 3 goat houses with 196 goats, and 3 pig houses with 108 goats. According to the report, according to Paul Ikono, Executive Secretary of National Agricultural Land Development Authority, in a statement on Sunday said 3 solar-powered boreholes, roads, drainage, and solar-powered street lights are already on the farm. The Nigerian Ports Authority has opened the first non-oil export processing facility at Ibeshe, Ikorodu, Lagos State, in line with President Muhammadu Buhari's objective to diversify the national economy and lessen reliance on oil exports. The Managing Director of NPA, Mohammed Bello Koko, spoke at the Eslibera terminal in Ibeshe, Ikorodu, imploring all agencies engaged in the export processing value chain to deploy appropriate staff and collaborate to achieve efficiency and swift turnaround in the processing of export cargoes. The Manufacturers Association of Nigeria is seeking urgent intervention from the federal government to support the production of goods as diesel price hits 720 naira per litre. Lanre Pokbola, chairman of the Manufacturers Association of Nigeria, or your State, Ekiti, Osun, and Ondo branches declared this in Ibadan on Sunday in response to rising fuel costs and a shortage of power. The chairman warned that if the situation worsened, it may lead to more serious problems that could wreak havoc on the country's economy and exacerbate Nigerians' suffering. Samuel Okwada, the Chief Executive Officer and founder of Remedial Health, says technology has made it possible for startups to reach more people in different parts of the country and the world, this which has contributed to growth in recent times. Okwada also said this while speaking on how startups can expand fund access, identify that technology has widened the range of reach and has made it possible for companies to increase their client base.
A lot of people are now interested in technology, either as employees or as founders, right? And when everyone, and again, everyone has noticed how big the market is in Africa, of which Nigeria is currently leading the pack in terms of funding. So with that, you expect more people to be interested in the market, and it's only going to increase, right? So last year we were talking, $1 billion plus flowing into Nigerian startups. We think this year probably 3 times or 5 times that figure. So one is an increase in the number of companies being formed. 2, investors are getting more aware of how big this market is. And again, the population figures support that as well. So definitely, would even continue to increase. And that has been the major difference between now and I would say 10 years ago.
Let's quickly take a break, and when we come back from the break, it will be time for us to talk about the market. My guest will join me after the break. Don't forget to join us on all our social media on the screen right now.